Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today, we're taking a closer look at Bloodborne, the board game, specifically diving into a series of 3 videos, looking at the first chapter from a variety of scenarios in that base game. In this video, you're going to watch us play with the designer himself, walking us through the mechanics, getting up and running as we explore this diceless system, go through the scenario story cards and do our very best to explore the map and unveil or mitigate the amount of chaos and damage that is happening across the land. If you're familiar with the Bloodborne saga already, I think you're going to see that video game aspect translate into the tabletop scenario really well. And if you're not, you're going to see a captivating and interesting mechanical puzzle that gives you a lot of control over how you want to deal with everything that is not really going quite as planned. I hope you enjoy this series of videos. If you do, hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss the other 2 videos that are going to be coming out. Each one will have a new cast of characters, different player counts, and we'll be diving into the first chapter of all of the base game scenarios. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Before the cat butt disappears, hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. We are doing, once again, or for the first time, depending on what order we release these, a gameplay of Bloodborne. And today, I'm joined with 3 incredible humans and a moderate amount of cats, which you will probably see throughout the course of this video. Let's start up here. Let's start up here with Michael. You're going to be the co-designer of Bloodborne for Simon. Give me a little breakdown. Run me through your pedigree. What should we know you for?
Oh, geez. I seem to have almost been typecast in our company about the one that works on our kind of tie-in IP stuff. I've done Bloodborne, the last project as well. Before that was A Song of Ice and Fire.
Nice.
I've worked on a lot of tabletop miniature games for us. I've worked on board games such as Rum and Bones and See No Shifts, some of our older ones. But, we stick with the present stuff. I mean, I've been with Simon actually in a few months, 10 years at this point.
Oh, wow.
Doing various games.
Well,
and there's a lot of cool ones that unfortunately I can't mention just yet, and I almost let slip. So,
well, thank you so much for being here, running us through this game. I know a lot of people are really excited to check it out. Stephanie from Minimum Player Count. This is the first time we've been able to collaborate together. I know we were going through the walkthrough, and you were thinking to yourself, "Dear God, what does this Quackalope sign me up for?" I appreciate you still being here through that. Please give me a introduction and let people know how they can find out more about your channel, because I am a massive fan, and anyone who hasn't heard of you should go check you out.
I appreciate it. My channel is Minimum Player Count. I focus on bringing game reviews at the minimum player counts, which is, solo, 2-player, 3-player games. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, just Facebook,
all of
anywhere
it.
You can.
Sounds good. And then Cadis, who is currently being snuggled by a cat, so I don't know that I'm going to be a welcome distraction for this environment. But you, sir, have not only been on a few of our videos and visited me and been on a few of the Quackalope videos, you are also one of the lead moderators or just general designers of our entire Discord community, which is now up above 3,000 unique members with games being played on TTS nearly every single day. So first off, thank you for doing that. I could not have built that myself. I genuinely come to you for everything. Second off, thank you for being here. Please don't let us down. You're representing me when it comes to this game, so if you lose, I lose, and that will emotionally hurt me.
There's cats here. I can't lose.
I suppose that's fair. All that being said, we're playing Bloodborne. This is going to be an interesting little narrative adventure game, and we're playing the first chapter of one of the various core box scenarios. Now, there won't be too many spoilers in this because it is the first chapter, but there are a few. So if you're getting your core box in and you don't want anything spoiled at all, I know the excitement's palpable, but you might not want to watch all of this. Otherwise, if you want to see the first scenario and get a taste for what exactly this game is all about, stick around. This is going to deal with a bit of a significant amount of hand management, a lot of exploration and monster hunting and fighting, and a tiny abstract bit of
deck building / deck perfecting as you're trying to get your characters to gain experience, level up, and cross the board to complete whatever nefarious objective we have. Michael, could you give us a run through very quickly of what people are seeing here on the tabletop simulator? And then I think we need to start with some flavor text, right? That's where all these stories begin?
Sure. So we basically have 3 main sections of the game board here. We have the Hunter dashboards, which are one of those is controlled by each of our players. And again, we have 2 that we're playing today. I will just be sitting back and handling the narrative elements of this game.
I also am operating, like always, on these TTS videos as a cameraman and editor to make sure that you, the viewer, has the best possible experience, because TTS is always 30% slower and 30% worse. So I'm doing what I can to make sure you enjoy this ride. And also, I don't want the responsibility for losing.
Well, we're being honest, at least there.
Put it on us.
But hey, don't feel bad if things don't work out. I mean, this is based on a very hard video game, but we'll see what happens. I have full faith in you guys to deliver.
Yeah.
So
I
those are
do
the Hunter dashboards.
too.
So these are your Hunter dashboards. They will contain your trick weapon and your various other tools that you have. Up here, the other element that we have is going to be the map, which, as you note, is just starting with a single tile. You guys will actually be exploring the city as the game goes on and building the actual game map as you guys are exploring. So start small, but it will expand very quickly as you guys are finding your objectives in the various locations around the city. And then finally, you have the hunt track over here, and this is basically where all the game management is done. This shows the enemies, their stat cards, your upgrade cards, your missions, and then also the hunt track down here at the bottom, which this is the primary way in which you're going to lose or win the game. Each time you play Bloodborne, you're going to choose one of the campaigns. There are 4 in the core box. Each campaign is composed of 3 different chapters, 3 different games to play. So this one, you guys are playing the campaign Growing Madness, which we do have some lovely narrative flavor text, and this will detail your mission, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But essentially, you are trying to complete your main hunt goal before this track here at the bottom reaches its conclusion here at the end. So time is your most valuable resource and your deadliest enemy. So always, my best bit of advice I can give you, keep your eyes on the prize, don't get distracted, remember why you are out here. And those are basically the elements of the game board. So having explained that, we can jump right into the narrative elements and send you guys out here onto the hunt. You guys all ready?
I've never been more ready in my life.
Yes.
I enjoy the enthusiasm. So, as we said, this is the Growing Madness campaign. We have our introduction. This night, a grand hunt has been called. Hunter and townsfolk alike have taken to the streets to join in the great purging. Amongst them, the renowned hunter, Father Gascoigne, has joined you in your task. Yet, there's something about this hunt that feels different. The scent of blood is heavy in the air. From above, the rays of the blood moon bathe the streets in a crimson red. All the while, an unnerving feeling lies just below the surface, as if something terrible is waiting to be unleashed. I'm sure things will be fine, guys.
Yep. Perfect. Never been a more relaxing, calm evening.
So the next
No,
thing
I
we will look at...
honestly love when the rays of the blood moon are bathing the streets in crimson red.
Who doesn't love the blood moon? I mean,
It's true.
Another
It's true.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's very relaxing and soothing once you get used to it. So, over here we have the first card, the chapter card, which is going to give you your objectives throughout the hunt. The start of the hunt, we will reveal card 1, and that is going to start your primary objective for the game. When you complete that, that's how you guys will win. In addition to that, you have 3 secondary missions known as Insight missions. These are going to be secondary goals that you guys can achieve to get fabulous rewards, additional loot that'll help you throughout the overarching campaign, unveil more of the story, and they will tie into the main story in some capacity. But this shows the individual triggers that's going to start those. And for here, we have when the hunt track reaches the first blood moon space, which is marked with an insight token. We've already done that right down here. And then when you discover the occupied house tile and the Odin chapel tile. So once those come up, they will trigger the other side stories to kind of reveal themselves. But in the meantime, we have our primary hunt mission here, which is on the hunt. Gascoigne steps forward, taking the lead. He lifts his head. Tonight there's something different in the air. Let there be no doubt. If it moves, you can be sure it's a beast. And if it doesn't, well, don't take any chances. Now, we hunt. So you guys, just being the pair of you, actually are going to gain some benefits on this. The rules for this state that you place Hunter, aka the number of players, so in this case 2, plus 2 inside tokens on this card, so a total of 4. Place Father Gascoigne's miniature on the central lamp space. When a Hunter moves out of his space, Gascoigne may be moved with them. After a Hunter in his space attacks, deal that enemy 1 additional damage. Each time an enemy is slain in his space, remove a token. And when this card has no remaining tokens, you will reveal card 2. So your starting objective here is very simple. You have Father Gascoigne out here helping you on the hunt, and he just wants to be taken around and kill 4 enemies.
Yeah, he's a simple man. He just wants to murder monsters.
Simple man with
under
face, you know?
under
like
the blood
any
moon.
father would.
He knows why he's here. He knows the purpose of the hunt.
Hey,
And so while you guys are out there doing that, if you guys come across the occupied house or Odin Chapel, some other stuff might happen. Now again, Bloodborne is not going to hold your hand. It's going to tell you, hey, this is what you guys are doing out here on the hunt. Now go and do it. It's not going to, sit there and really push you in a direction here. It's going to say, listen, it's your guys' job to figure out what's going on. So, go do it. And so that's where we're going to begin.
Cadius, though, for the record, buddy, I am comfortable holding your hand if the need comes. So
I'm reaching through the screen right now.
you're welcome.
I just want to hold your cat's hand.
The cat. There was a lot of cat butt going.
There was a lot.
Look, that's how I
cat.
get my views. How do you think Quackalope's grown so fast?
Cats. All cats.
Cat
Yes,
yeah.
all cats. Always
Feel it.
cats.
To be honest, when we did our playthrough of Ankh, it featured an entire cast of cats, and it was immensely popular.
Nice. Look, I'm totally not opposed to replicating that sort of feelings here. So
Yeah.
I'll talk with the team over at Simon and see if we can get some cat only gameplay coming up down the road.
Ready.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so at the start of the first round, both players are going to draw 3 cards from their skill deck. Now, noting that, again, these could be, these are usually held in a hand, but because this is a co-op game and there is no sense in keeping that information from players, it's nice to just lay it down right below your Hunter dashboard, and also just for the benefit of Tabletop Simulator here, we can see what everyone is doing and what actions they have available to them.
Yeah.
We have the same actions available, I think.
Great minds think alike.
So true.
Very cool.
And
All right,
now
Hunters.
it's up to you all to decide who wants to go first and what exactly you want to do.
I don't care at all.
Oh, bad choice.
Well,
You
so
go ahead.
one
go
of us is
first.
going to be taking Father Gascoigne with them on their adventure, and the
Yeah.
other person is not. I think maybe since I have the crazy damage weapon, maybe I leave without Father Gascoigne.
But at the same time, yours aren't as fast as some
True.
of mine.
They are not as fast, but I think for the most part they'll kill everything that I try to do.
Okay, yeah, true. Okay, that sounds
So
good.
I might just leave without Father Gascoigne. We'll kind of see what happens, And
Okay. Do you want to stay relatively close to each other, or do you want to try to?
I might move out of a room, out of our starting area, and just kind of see what pops up.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll kind of determine if I want to go to another area or if I'm gonna be fighting something right next door. I don't know.
I feel it.
I like the Michael cam because he usually doesn't give much information away, but every now and then I'll see his lips creep up into a smile, and I know something might be coming.
So anyway, yeah, I'll. I'm trying to think. You know what? I'm gonna discard this stagger card. We'll see if it bites me later. And I'm gonna move 2 spaces. And I'm gonna move this way. We'll just
Mhm.
we'll just move out there. And Michael, grab us a new tile here. Let's see where we're going here. Ooh, I like it already. Just okay.
Just an alleyway. Just an alleyway.
Just now. Oh, this is the actual perfect enemy for the board that I'm on.
All right.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, church giant.
Although no dodges going on here, so will he kill me in one shot? No, he will not.
Now you still have 1 movement left.
You do.
So we move 1
You can
space, 2
technically-
space.
Oh, okay.
That is
Okay,
going to
so
put
that
him right
works
I've
there.
used all my movement. So because I'm in this space, I'm not currently engaged with this monster, right? Like he's still one
Correct.
space away.
Now,
Yes,
when
you
you
can
rest, when you pass your turn, the monster is going to move into your space and attack you. You'll get the chance to play a card to respond to him, but he will take an action after you.
Your mere existence does offend a lot of these enemies.
It is true.
You
Yeah.
walked into his alleyway. He was just minding his own business.
Goodness. I'm trying to think. I don't have a dodge card at the moment, and that's kind of what I need on this particular board.
So can we? It's your turn and then my turn. I can't just play my cards at any time, right?
Correct.
Nope,
He
it'll
will,
be one-
But each round, you do get to pick the order in which you go.
So I have this Evelyn here that automatically staggers an enemy if I make a basic attack. Yes.
If they make
is-
a basic attack against you.
When an
So,
enemy makes a basic attack.
If
Yeah.
I attack them, they make an attack back.
Correct. Combats
sir.
are always resolved the same way, whether an enemy initiates them or you do. You're going to choose one of your attacks, put a
So
card down the slot.
three of the 6 options in that deck are it's going to be staggered by automatically.
It can be. You have to choose to use your gun, exhaust it, and then you cannot use it again until you refresh it.
Oh, and
one-
one quick note for the audience that's watching. This is, by the way, a completely diceless game system. So there is a little bit of luck when it comes to some of the cards you're drawing and some of the enemy responses, but we know exactly what's in each of these decks. And so as you play through, you're able to try to be as purposeful and strategic as possible. One of our game sessions went very well because they were thinking and being strategic. Michael seemed a little frustrated by that, so if you guys could just blaze forward into a blind fury.
I'm gonna take a chance.
Listen, I'm
know
just
what?
saying, strategy and tactics are overpowered, okay?
we're gonna
it's true.
discard this basic card here. Gonna move into this space,
Okay.
right?
That's the spirit.
And then I'll attack with my heavy attack, and I will draw a card from doing that. That's not what
Right.
I was looking for. I was hoping for a dodge, but that's all right.
But okay, so you are attacking him with a very massive overhead slam for 4 damage at slow. Let's
Yep.
see how the enemy is responding. He is using his basic attack, which is a 4 damage reckless swing. If you were to dodge it, your attack would deal an additional damage, but you do not have a dodge.
I'm just taking 4 damage to the face, and he's
You could,
taking-
but no, you do have that pistol, which you just
Ooh.
talked about, if you wanted to
Yeah.
use it.
So I would just discard a card at this time to use it.
Nope,
Oh, no, the
that
pistol
pistol's
is
a free
just-
action.
Oh,
Yep.
free act. Well, fantastic. Well, then let's
It is essentially a get out of jail free card at this moment.
fantastic. So then I'll deal him 4 damage.
Yep, so
Sure.
he comes down to try to attack you, and you, bam, shoot him in the knees or the face, and then you crack
Love
him
it.
in the knees with
I
your
like
sword.
the options there. I like
Wow.
knees or face, one of the two.
Okay, fantastic. And then
And
I'll
you
just
still have a card in your hand because you got to draw one, so you still have potentially another
I'll just
action.
combo slash him here.
Nice.
All right, boom. So, combo slash is coming in a medium speed attack with 3 damage because of that strength buff you played on it.
Yep.
Let's see what he's doing. He's using a
Another
basic
basic.
attack, which would be at slow. So that means that your medium attack is going to connect at medium speed, dealing him 3 damage, which is enough to take him down. And that's
So-
before his attack even gets a chance to resolve.
Cadis, the most important question that I think is appropriate to ask with such a successful sequence: how do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna go in guns blazing. I think that's the only appropriate answer to a Souls game is just no planning and just run straight in. You know.
It's, it's
Screaming.
definitely a strategy.
So,
So for
I-
slaying that enemy, you will get a blood echo.
Blood echo.
And if you'll notice, your trick weapon has the effect of after you attack, you can transform it for free.
Nice.
fantastic. And
That was
I-
a fantastic, almost flawless first
Almost.
activation.
That was a surprisingly good first
yeah.
activation.
Do these cards get shuffled in, or only when I run out of cards in my deck?
Your discard will be shuffled once you run out of cards to draw,
right,
or
fair.
if you refresh back in the Hunter's Dream.
All right, and I think that's all I can do.
Wow, that was really good. Thank you so much for that.
No, Stephanie, it's cooperative.
Yeah,
It-
I
well,
know.
that was good-
but
that
I
was
have
good
to,
for you
like,
as well.
Live up to that.
Go team.
Yeah. All right.
Don't worry, Cadis, he always starts off strong, falls apart by mid-game every time.
I think we'll do, Jeffrey.
All right. So I'm gonna discard this draw one card and not get rid of my stagger card. yet. And let's see. I think I'm gonna go. See, if I go over here, I'm now more than a couple of spaces away from me because you don't have doors. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay with it. You're going to have Father Gascon with you. I feel okay about my odds, so go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Those odds. Feeling
Yeah.
okay about them. That's dangerous.
So,
So, we have 2 enemies on this tile, but you can choose how to connect it, either this way, or this way.
Now, if you connect it so you move into the room with one of those enemies, you'd be able to engage an attack. If you connect it with that open space, you still have 1 movement left, so you could choose to move into one of those rooms if you wanted.
I think I'm going to have one of them. I think let's do the hunter mob.
okay. All right. Cool. Fantastic.
Okay. So now I'm going to have to fight. Let's see.
Yep.
Here.
Important to note that Father Gascon does an additional damage.
Yep.
Right.
So you only need to deal 3 damage to that particular mob.
Cool.
Now, when does that damage resolve from Gascon? Is it after the attack sequence?
It is
Ooh.
after the hunter's attack.
Okay.
So is it before they attack? So is it it's at the very end of that attack phase?
It is resolved at the same speed in which the hunter attacks.
Okay.
Oh.
Awesome. Awesome.
Cool.
So she could potentially, if she's fast enough, kill this thing in one fell swoop.
For sure.
So yeah, I want to move that to, let's say, medium here.
Okay. Sounds good.
And you will draw 1.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
All
Okay.
right. So we're doing a medium speed, 2 damage attack. Let's see what the enemy is responding with. It is using its ability, which states here, Mob Frenzy. Flip another enemy action, and its attack gains +1 speed and damage. So,
Yeah,
flip
that's
another
not
card
great.
and see what happens. It is using its special. That is a...
That's
does
about as
not...
Oh no!
Okay, so... Unfortunately, due to the combination of that ability and special, it is making a fast attack at 3 damage that has stagger and stun. That's a... None of those are good things, but let's run through
Nope.
exactly how bad they are. So, at fast, it is hitting you for 3 damage. And then it is going to hit you with the stagger and stun effects. So, stun says that you have to discard a card from your hand. If you can't, then you suffer an additional damage. So, immediately you're going to have to discard one of your 2 remaining cards.
We'll do this.
And then, unfortunately, it also has the stagger effect, which says that if it's attacking something that is slower, in this case your slash is slower,
Right.
it cancels out the attack and prevents it entirely from happening.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you ran up there, you're coming to take a swipe at that thing, and then just got bashed in the face of a shield.
Oh gosh.
Which, unfortunately, because that also stopped your attack, means it also doesn't trigger Gascoigne to be able to attack either.
Oh Lord. Oh.
So
Okay.
that was the kind of the perfect storm of bad things happening.
Love that. Great.
Whew.
Okay.
Okay.
That was really rough.
Now,
Alright, so-
we need to take this 3 health pip off here.
One future thought here. Okay. You got rid of this basic attack with the plus attack here.
yeah.
Trying to think, because there's only 1 special card in the deck, right?
There are
There's
2.
2 ability cards and 3 basics.
It's 2 special, 1 ability, and 3 basics.
Too special.
2 specials, 1. Yeah, because it was the ability. Yeah. So if you have kept this +1,
Mm-hmm.
you only need to deal 3 damage. So in the medium
Now,
thing,
just remember, she does have that cannon as well, but it is a
That's
slow attack, so it might not be... But she does have that.
and also that slot's filled now. That is true. That is entirely up to what you're doing, because I'm... Yeah.
I'm thinking about using the cannon.
Yeah, I mean... Only downside is you're probably going to get hit in the face, but
She is probably going to get hit at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to discard my card to use the cannon, right?
Nope, your cannon is just a free attack to use.
Oh, free attack. Right. Okay.
Alright, so you flip it
guess-
over. And it is a slow 3 damage attack. Let's see what the hunter mob is doing. It is flipping over its basic.
Basic.
2 damage and medium, but nothing else going on. So at medium, you'll be suffering 2 damage.
Yep.
Not quite enough to kill you, which is good.
You take 2 of
Because-
these pips off here.
Yep.
And then at slow, you'll be dealing it 3 damage, which combined with the 1 damage that Father Gascoigne will do when after you attack, will be
Yep.
enough to actually slay this hunter mob. But it is dead.
Yep.
And that's
Fantastic.
going to fulfill one of the criteria for the hunt mission of removing one of these insight tokens. So
Right.
Gascoigne is pleased.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, he did kind of kill steal because he dealt the last damage there, so he basically stole your blood echo that you would have gotten. But
Oh, are you kidding
know.
me?
What?
He, you know what? Don't get too alarmed because
I could have. You
Bloody
slithy dog. I could have guessed that was how that was going to work.
it says it right on the card. No one gains a blood
Aw.
echo if he slays the enemy.
What a mess.
I'm just following what the card says. I mean, I didn't.
Oh.
I only wrote it. I can't control what it does.
No, I didn't write it. I mean, who knows?
Look, the version of me that designed this game is a different man.
That's true. I mean, that was a long time ago. I was in a very, very dark place. I mean, anyway. All right, so you still have a card in your hand.
He just spent months and months playing all of the Bloodborne stuff possible. He was in a very, very dark place.
Yeah.
That was a lot of playthroughs.
So what are you feeling like doing now, Stephanie?
Well, so on the end of our turn, this guy is going to come into my area to try to fight me, correct?
That is correct.
He
So
will.
you can just wait him out and make an attack when he comes in.
Yep.
And you have a quick attack with a stagger, so the odds of
You
you
do.
stopping him from doing anything, not too bad.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I want to do that.
Sorry, I just checked as well.
His only attack is a special. That's that last card right here, and his special says he cannot
You're
be
right.
staggered.
You're right.
So
Run away in fear.
yeah, don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Always
So-
worth looking at what it's gonna do here.
Let's move.
Again. I'm not playing. I'm just pretending to give strategic advice.
Yeah, you can pop this way.
Yeah, because I can.
It's a tactical
that would
regroup.
be 2, right? 1 and 2 because the door's right
Yes.
here.
Sure.
Now, this is important to note. When you leave a space or a tile containing an enemy, it will move 1 space in pursuit. So as you leave this tile, he's going to move 1 space this way.
Cool.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay, and that's all our cards.
And then because you have no cards left, I assume that your turn would end.
Yeah.
And then the enemies around you would
That
also end.
stays.
Yep,
That stays right there on your deck.
Oh right, yeah, because it's not full.
So this guy's
Well,
once again going to
it's not
lumber
even-
right over here.
Not
into
even
the
when it's
central
full.
lamp.
It becomes a barrier to you being able to use that activation again until
Yep.
you're able to cycle those cards off.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So he
Alright,
moved.
so
Fantastic.
that was the game round. Everyone is gone. The hunt
Yep.
track will advance by 1. And
Alright.
it's your guys' turn again. So you would draw back up to having 3 cards and repeat the same motions.
I do like how quick that mid phase always is. Consistently, it is like back to players' turns.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And again, noting here as well, you guys can activate in whatever order you want each round, and you can change that up each round as well. So
I do not care. If you want to go, Stephanie, go for it.
So, still on the same thing. How do I heal? Again, you have to go to the Hunter's Dream.
You have to do the Hunter's Dream. ability.
healing is exceedingly rare in this game. Some specific consumable items, some trick weapons might do it, but otherwise, you're going to be taking a trip back to the Hunter's Dream to heal.
With the amount of dodges you have, it might be worth just because
To try?
clear the slot. You can't kill this guy. Unfortunately, you physically just won't deal enough damage to him.
Mm-mm.
So, I could go first and maybe scout out a new area here, and if you want to wander towards me, or I can even move back because we need Father Gascon to be involved. What is it?
Right. 4? I think it's 4 times.
Yeah, because we need him.
I mean, you did already brutalize one of those big guys.
Yeah, we need him in the space. Ooh, so you could move in here and just deal some damage to him already and put him in the space, and I could wander back and deal a final blow to that guy, and that would achieve another insight off of Father Gascon's hunt mission here.
Just to give some like early game advice, because I don't want to throw too much at you guys and let you guys see, but something you could do is if she were to go, she could actually just say like, on my turn, I'm just going to wait for him to come at me and attack, which would lure him into the space, and then she could make an attack, dodge out of the way, and then he would be closer for you to finish him off, and he would be in the same space as Gascoigne.
Yeah.
Because her basic attack would be able to trigger. Her dodge could go into the red zone, which would then cycle out. Is that correct?
It's the options at that point. She could use a fast attack to deal a little bit of damage. She could do a big heavy attack and dodge out of the way. It's completely up to her.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I should do that. I should wait until he comes into my space, and then I think I'd do a heavy attack with my dodge.
Sounds like a good plan. So he comes wandering up in here, and it's going to make an attack. So again, regardless of if a hunter or an enemy initiates the attack, it's resolved the exact same way. The hunter will choose one of their attacks and place a card in the slot.
Oh,
so you'd probably want to use.
Sorry.
You'd probably over there.
Basic.
Yeah.
Because if you use your basic for the attack, you're going to get that plus damage, and then you can use the dodge as just a dodge, right?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, I think you want to put them in the other space. Yep.
Yeah, because you know you're going to dodge out of the way of the attack, you just want to hit him with the biggest, strongest attack you got.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so he is going to be coming at you, you're coming at him with a 4 damage deadly thrust at slow. We know it's going to be a special here. So he's throwing down his special attack, which is a slow, cannot be staggered, targets all hunters in space. If it hits you, it knocks you back. All these nasty effects that are not going to affect you in any way, shape, or form, because you're going to use one of your dodge cards on that quick cut slot and dodge out of the way.
So you like sidestep with like unfurling your cane and then just pierce it up through his chin.
That's exactly right. So that has the effect of clearing that slot immediately, so that's another benefit. And then you'll be dealing him 4 damage at slow. And then Gascoigne will jump in and deal him another 1, leaving him at only 1 HP.
Nice.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Cool.
Gascon didn't even use the sharp of his blade, just took like the hilt and kneecapped him a little bit.
Yeah.
He's taking a little bit of fun in it, I guess.
He's here for the enjoyment. He doesn't even need to hunt anymore. He retired a while ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, Ludwig's is up.
And then she has this dodge card here. Does that just get discarded at the end of the turn?
So at the start of the round, you'll draw back up till you have 3 cards, and you can choose at that point to discard or keep any of the cards if you have any remaining in your hand.
Fantastic. All right, thank you. I'm just gonna get rid of. Let's get rid of this stagger card, I think. I'm gonna move 2 spaces into this space. We'll just all come hang out here, and then I will make an attack. I'm gonna use because he only needs 1 damage left. I'll do this quick stab for 1. Okay.
All right. And we are going to reshuffle this deck together because it was all used.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
And let's see what he is going to do. He's going to use his ability, so he just stands there.
He just stands there and sit and
he
dies.
He just looks at you and goes, just friend, and just stab dead. Boom.
Wow.
So wait, does Cadus get the kill here though, and not
I do.
Father Gascon?
That's
I
correct.
get the kill, but
That's right.
Father Gascon, like the token comes off Father Gascon.
So Father kneecaps him. The giant church giant like stumbles down onto his knees, and then Cadus just walks up behind and grabs that bell and just pulls until the head pops off. Right?
Yeah, hey.
I mean,
Seems-
that's a little graphic, but yeah,
very
sure.
vivid.
What? No, like you guys didn't see that happen? I totally just saw that happen. I'm just
definitely
describing.
Yes.
I'm just describing what I saw. How
Yep.
100%.
Let me spend a card here. Let's keep moving while we're.
Yeah.
You guys got momentum. You just gotta keep going.
I'll move over here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, the Great Bridge.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, let's not turn it
Oh.
terrifying. Oh, but that's an enemy spot. It's another big dude.
Hunters may not move out of spaces containing enemies while on this tile. That's another church guy?
Don't think
Wow,
I
you guys
want.
are really running into those guys a lot.
I need to unlock and click. There we are. It was frozen in a weird position for me.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're good.
Darn you, TTS.
I can't move and attack this round, and it's definitely not in
But you
my
could wait.
interest. I don't have a dodge.
Oh, yeah.
Also, when you moved, did you want to drag Gascoigne with you?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. Because you can't move out of there.
I mean, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
I can move out of it because I'm not in the space containing the enemy. Right? So the bridge is split in two spaces.
Correct.
So I can still move out of it. So what I might do, honestly, is I don't really want to get attacked right now. Do I just...
You can always
Give me
tactically
just a second.
withdraw.
What?
You always
Tactically.
tactically withdraw or fade back to the Hunter's Dream. You do have 2 Blood Echoes.
Oh, it's a map. Oh, you can only have 3. Okay. Let me just move back. I think that's. I do want to leave Father Gascoigne there though, because he isn't going to do anything. He's just going to stand there, right? Like as a passive.
Correct. Now,
Passive.
if you
guy.
move out of the space, this is going to take a step toward you.
And
So I don't
then-
know if you just want to move 1 space or 2 away.
I'm just gonna go hang out with Stephanie.
Why would you leave the father there?
Yeah.
So either one of us can go in there, because
But
that's
he's
where we're gonna be
the
going,
monster's going to move out of there though.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I keep not.
Yeah, keep
the
holding
monster
his
here
hand.
with me.
Don't leave him
Yeah.
just
I have too many flashbacks. Anyway, not to spoil.
you leave NPCs too long, they'll start T-posing. We don't want that.
I don't. Anyway, I know Michael knows about. Anyway, and that's
I don't know what you're referring to. But
I
okay,
certainly
so-
you have no idea what you're referring to. Yeah.
That is the end of the second round. The trap will tick up by 1, and it's back to you guys.
Yeah.
See, you guys got plenty of time. You guys are halfway done with like the first part of the hunt mission.
Yeah,
You
there's
guys are
a
doing good.
there's a cryptic looking mark on the board. Do we know what that is?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we know it's tied to that first insight mission.
Great, perfect. So there is a timeline. Wow, that is about as many dodges as you can draw up.
It's also
I
really good for that weapon.
like it's gonna do a lot of damage, but enemies are only going to attack me once. So that's kind of unfortunate. Okay.
So do you want
Now,
me?
if you're able to set Stephanie up so that she can get the kill, she could then benefit at least a little bit by going back to the. But the Father Gascoigne also needs the kill, and I don't know strategically.
Wait.
I don't know if leveling up your character or getting his
Well,
objective.
Gascoigne you just have to kill enemies in his space is the only
Yes.
criteria for moving.
Only in
those.
his space. That's
Oh,
why I
really?
took the Blood Echo.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just whether we're using him to get the final blow or not.
That okay. So yeah, if you're able to set her up to get that final kill, that would allow it so when she actually goes back to her dream, she would be able to benefit instead of just dying.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I can...
Just try the whole kneecap and rope around the neck thing.
I mean, because, like, I can move into the space physically. Like, I can move in here. You know? I can discard a card. I can take Father Gascoigne with me. You know? And I can just sit here and wait for him to attack me. Yeah?
If you rest, he'll come into your space. So if you're doing that, you don't even have to move.
I was going to say that too. You wouldn't have to.
I want him
You also have the capability, though, if to moving into that space, make 2 attacks on here, which would each technically deal 3 damage because of Gascoigne.
So I'm making... So how am I doing 3 attacks here? Hold on.
Yeah.
You're doing 3 damage with 2 attacks.
This does a basic amount of damage, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I keep... So I can throw this in, and then I would dodge while attacking with that?
No, so dodge is going to be either one.
Okay.
But here, every time you clear a slot with this weapon, you deal an extra damage.
Yes.
So effectively, you would make a slash attack, clear the slot, deal a damage, and then Gascoigne would deal damage afterwards. So that'd be dealing 4 damage for each of those attacks you do.
Very true. And I have plenty of health. I'm not hurting for...
You can take a hit. You're fine.
Yeah.
So I'm spending that. I'm moving in, and I'm just going to attack here.
Okay.
I think that'd be just fine. So I'll use my dodge here as just a regular attack.
Yep.
Okay, that'll clear the slot.
Yep.
So it is with Father Gascoigne. I'm going to deal 4 damage here.
Well, so just for an order of operations bit here,
yeah.
You would place the card in the slot. It would clear immediately because that's the effect of the card, which would trigger your weapon to deal damage. That's important because that happens before any of the attacks resolve. So if it had 1 HP left.
Okay. Fantastic. So it's going to take a damage right now.
Correct. And now we'll see what its attack is going to be. So it is hitting with a special attack. So 4 damage at medium. 4 damage at slow. Cannot be staggered. Targets all hunters in this space. And hunters hit are moved 2 spaces away. Oof. Okay, so a little bit of a bit thing there.
A little bit of a snafu there on the...
not quite the plan, right?
No.
Well, so I can still dodge and deal 5th damage. I just can't deal the 6th.
But now... So that is happening at slow. So first off, your attack is resolving your 2 damage slash, and then Gascoigne's attack is happening immediately after that, so it's dealing a total of 3. Now it's slow is where we're getting to this problem of it's going to hit you and knock you away, or you could potentially dodge, but then you'll be standing there in the same space as it.
And it's gonna do a strike against you no matter what, but it already has had its ability and special come out. So the odds of a basic attack that does not knock you away.
Yeah, because we really need guess. Let me just dodge this. I just don't want to be knocked away 2 spaces out of this space here. So that'll deal another damage to him. Unfortunately, that's not an attack, so that won't deal that final damage to him. But
hey, it's good effort. It's teamwork. It's got 1 health left, but that is going to complete your turn.
Yep.
Which also means that it is now going to attack you.
And that's fine.
So let's see what it does. You unfortunately have no cards left to respond, so this is just going to be a hit.
Yep.
Odds have got to be big. Oh, no.
That's fine. You know what? I'm just going to... I mean, is Gascoigne considered a hunter in this space?
Do you get to choose where you get knocked away to?
So anytime there's a choice in the game, you have to choose the option that is the worst option for you. In this case... It actually would be knocking you here or over this way.
No, because I figured out a great place to be knocked. I figured out that there's like a treasure at the end of that, and it'd be totally worthwhile to get knocked in that way.
2 spaces, yes. Yeah. So would it just knock me here?
Correct. But it definitely wouldn't knock you over here because that's a beneficial thing.
No, clear. What a jerk. Whoever designed this. Ugh.
It's fine. I'll pop over here.
That is going to be 4 damage.
That's fine.
Now the good news is that that has eaten both specials out of the enemy action deck, so we know the next 3 attacks are all going to be basic.
Yep.
Gascoigne was not impressed by watching that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our threaded cane hunter up next.
So I definitely want to move into that space because that's where he is at.
Now all you need to do is deal 1 more damage.
Yep.
Right.
1 single damage.
Let me get rid of the stagger.
Okay.
Go in there. And he will still counter. I could dodge.
You don't have a space to dodge because you will need to play a card there in order to attack.
Well, she
Got
could.
it.
Yeah, she could also just use the dodge card if she wants.
She
to.
could.
That's what I was thinking. Just using the dodge, but let's leave it like that. For
All right,
2.
so 2 damage, quick cut at fast. We know
Yes.
this is going to be a basic. So before it even gets a chance to swing out, you're just going to slash it down, taking it out.
Yep.
Boom.
Sweet.
Dead. That's a blood echo for you, and one of these guys' coin tokens taken off.
I like the threaded cane to be like one of those like linked snakes that you can use. So you're just like slithering it behind you, and just every now and then you snap it out like a whip and just do massive damage.
That is exactly what the other side of the weapon, the transformed threaded cane, is doing. This one here is just the pokey side.
Just a pokey side.
Yep. But okay, you still have one more card here, which is another action if you wanted to take it.
I mean, I guess I could head towards your direction so we can explore some more.
Okay, I have something I'm totally going to point out here.
What?
You're pretty low on HP. You just gained your first Blood Echo, and you could discard that card to go over to a Hunter's Dream, which would reset your board, reset your health, and allow you to upgrade.
All right, Hunter's Dream. All right, and I'm right there. So yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay.
Yeah. Nope. I feel that.
Okay, so you'll discard your last card. You will jump right over here to the Hunter's Dream. Very first thing that happens is this track is going to advance by 1. And now we're going to cash in all the Blood Echoes you have here. So you have 1, so you get to pick any one of these 4 upgrades that's going to replace a card in your deck. So which one here sings to you?
So Swift, what is that? 1 damage and a movement?
1 damage
one
and
damage.
a faster speed.
Oh, got it.
So it'd make a medium a fast, a heavy a medium. Could even make a fast a faster, because you could be slower than slow, you could be faster than fast.
I kind of like the counter strike.
All right. Go for it.
Sweet.
All right, and
Then
once a slot is taken up here, it is immediately refilled in with another card.
And then you will choose a card from your deck before you do a full reshuffle to replace that card with.
Okay.
Very cool.
And just for the sake of Tabletop Simulator being what it is, we'll just spread these out. But now, when you replace a card in your deck, it doesn't have to be one of the same type. You can completely replace any type of card you want. So as the campaign goes on, you can customize your Hunter to have nothing but dodges, have a bunch of strength cards, just depending on how you want to build it out.
For sure. Very cool.
But
And
so
then I
that
have
is
to
going
flip
to
my
be
board, right?
no. So you
have
actually,
to.
when you come back, you can actually choose which form your weapon will be in.
Yeah.
But so that is going to be the end of the round, as both hunters have gone. The hunt track is going to advance by 1, and some certain events are going to happen. First off, the first insight mission said that when this hunt track reaches the first area, we're going to reveal card number 6. So let's see what happens, because the game has progressed. Innocent bystanders. The night of the hunt is dangerous for any wandering the streets of Yharnam, for even those free of the beast plague may become a target for not only the ravenous beast, but also the mobs of townsfolk so eager to partake in the hunt. Reveal card number 7. Spawn 1 hunter mob on the central lamp space. It cannot move from this space. Place 1 survivor token on the central lamp space. On a reset, if no hunter is on that space, remove this token and discard this mission. It can't be completed. Slay the hunter mob to reveal card number 8.
Okay.
Cool.
Where do I put my discarded card?
It is just removed from there, so we will just send it off into the void of Tabletop Simulator.
Awesome.
And so now that that mission has been triggered, we're also going to enter a reset here because we've entered a Blood Moon step. What's going to happen there? Some very nice things are going to happen to you guys. First,
Lord. They're
enemies
surrounded.
They're not trapped in here of them. Oh, sorry, you're not trapped in here of... I'm not trapped in here of you. You're trapped in here of me.
No, this is horrible.
I mean,
So
I'm
what will happen
Hunter's Dream
is... all the consumables across the map, if there are any, they would restock. all the
Okay.
enemies would be removed. And then all enemies are going to be respawned across the map here. So, welcome back.
Stephanie, your expression.
Great. Love that. So nice. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's
Okay.
more stuff for you guys to kill. Gascoigne is super excited.
True. Yeah. How much does he
There
have
are-
left? I think one coin,
Just
right?
one.
He has one token left.
There
Yeah.
are so many of those church giants.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot.
Okay.
But hey, it's a brand new round, a brand new beginning. Let's get out there and hunt.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this card here also says to reveal card number 7, so let's go ahead and flip that over. Frenzied Mob. Place 1 insight token on this card. If 3 plus hunters, place 1 additional token. When the hunter mob would be slain, instead remove 1 token from it and heal all damage from it. Tokens are returned on reset. Replace its basic attack with Reckless Anger. So essentially, this is turned this enemy into a mini-boss that has twice the HP of a normal enemy.
Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted.
How do
Okay.
you
There's
shuffle
also an-
again?
R.
Oh, R.
R over your deck.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep. No problem.
This is a mess. This is like an unrelenting nightmare.
Okay, so if I'm
Thank you.
fascinating.
I think that you should probably figure something out there. For
Well,
certain
then,
people.
so I'm thinking I'm literally just gonna do the.
I like that. I like that approach, Stephanie. Cadis, figure it out.
I'm just gonna do the Hunter's Dream. I think.
Yeah.
Like I have 2 Blood Echoes, but what I might do, because you only need 1 card to go the Hunter's Dream, and you don't come back till the end of the round, right?
Don't
You come
figure
back
it
on
out.
your next activation.
Disappear
Yeah.
into
So,
your own
let's
sleepless
just,
dreams. And
Just like see what's over here, just kind of open up a few new areas, just so we can.
Yeah, that's a good
Ex-
idea.
While I'm down here, because the cards I discard don't really matter at the moment.
Unless, of course, there's a area that's not
Look at
good.
that. It's the Church of the Good Chalice.
Oh, look at you.
And I can respawn on any lantern, right? My
That's correct. And
Oh.
after you move out of this tile, these guys are going to pursue you.
You know what? I don't want them any further in there. Let's just go the Hunter's Dream now. Let's just discard a card. Wabam, let's just move on.
By... And this will advance the track by 1.
There we go. Okay. All right. I'll
All right,
spend.
we would usually have an enemy activation at this point, but again, you're not on the board, so there are no enemies to trigger and activate.
I think this might be a winning strategy. Continue, stay in the dream permanently.
We just wait it
What-
out, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Clear the slot.
So you're taking that dodge card, draw 1, clear this slot.
Clears a slot, which works well with my.
Absolutely.
And let's take Swift. I think make my heavy attack a bit stronger,
Yeah.
That's a
a
good
bit
idea.
quicker there. Okay, you are up, Stephanie. I'm just going to be modifying the old deck here.
Yeah, so I can spawn.
Now you spawn right here in the center.
Or
Oh,
she
no.
could
Well,
spawn
if
here
it
on the
spawns
Yeah.
Church
here
of Chalice.
too, yeah.
That's actually really lucky. You could spawn right in there.
Yeah.
Lucky, that was teamwork.
There's 2
Exactly.
of them out there, though. When interacting, one
There's
needs.
2 of them, but also there's consumables. Like, let's not forget there are consumables here. Do you have to actually be in this part to
Probably.
activate those consumables?
You do.
Okay.
You have to.
But
You have
now-
to discard a card too, don't you?
But now,
To
for
interact?
interacting, when you
Yeah.
interact, you interact with everything in that space. So for one interact action, you can pick up both the items that are there.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic.
I think I should do that. So yeah, I'm gonna spawn here, and let's do a. Let's get rid of one of those basics. I'll go here.
And the Church of the Good Chalice does have an effect here that when you interact with these items, instead of gaining one of those as an item, you can actually turn them into a Blood Echo.
Okay.
Ooh, very nice.
Just in case, I'm gonna do because there's 2 of them, right? I
Mhm.
interact with both of them,
Correct.
so I can say I can do a blood echo and a consumable.
That's right. So these will be taken, and let's see what random item we have awaiting here.
Oh,
A numbing mist.
On attack, enemy's attack loses all effects. That's not bad.
that's awesome.
Missed. I
So
like
when would I use this? At any time? I can just say I'm using the consumable?
So when
So
you put
on
your card
attack.
down to attack, that's when you declare the on attack effects.
Yep.
Okay. That's fine.
And that was another card to interact.
Yep.
Okay. I probably should just go over here and try fighting them, or one of them. But so my one movement was to go in here, and once I interacted, that stopped my movement, right?
No, it was another. It was one to move, and then it was another to interact.
Card to interact.
Yeah, so you needed to discard one more.
Yeah. So you should only
Got
have
it.
one card left now.
Okay.
So now I have no idea. You know.
Because if I stay there, they're just gonna move one closer to me.
You could call it good for right now and keep the extra damage card in your hand.
Yeah.
They're gonna move in, and I should let you at least one shot the hunter mob.
Okay.
And then on my next, when I spawn in here, I'll just spawn over to this lantern. That's where
Yeah.
Father Gascon is anyway, and I'll take on that mini boss.
Cool.
Save the
Sounds
four
good.
townsfolk.
Let's do that. So I'm just gonna hold on to this card until my next round, right? I can do
Yeah.
that.
Just hold on to that.
Okay.
Yep.
So the end of your turn, those enemies will activate and move one space toward you.
Yep.
That's going to be the end of the round, so we'll tick this up by one. And it's back to you guys.
All right, let me draw 3 cards here. That's fascinating. Didn't quite expect it.
Ooh. There's your advanced card. Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, only up to 3 there, Steph.
3.
Oh,
So you would choose at the beginning whether you're going to hold on to that card and discard it, or
okay.
If you don't mind, I can go first here, and
Yeah.
So the hunter's mob has 4. So it has 4 health twice, right? And the important distinction of I can't overkill it because it resets after the attack back to full health.
That is correct.
Okay, so I'll my character will spawn back up at the central chalice here with my buddy Gascon. And let's just yeah, that'll work. Let me just attack here. Yeah. Awesome. I'll attack with this here, this swift +1, and now it's a fast attack because it
Absolutely.
increases
Mhm.
its
3 damage at fast. We know this is going to be a basic.
Yep.
Boom.
And its basic is now the Frenzy, Relentless.
Reckless Anger, which has the Frenzy effect. So
Yes.
Frenzy states that if the attack damages you, you're going to get a Frenzy token.
Yes.
And while you have a Frenzy token, you suffer +1 damage from all attacks.
Mm.
That's fine. But I think I kill it before the attack even lands.
Well, you're going to deal it 3 damage. Gascoigne will deal it 1, which will take off its first token. That's unfortunately not
Now-
going to kill it.
So the question I have here is that if it heals all the damage from it, does its attack still happen?
Yes, there's nothing that prevents the attack from actually stopping there.
Okay. So I'll take 2 damage.
You would take 2 damage and Frenzy, assuming you don't use your firearm.
That's true.
I'll use the firearm. That's fine.
Again, guns are lifesavers. Ooh,
Yep,
that's
I'll use that.
that's proper context. Guns are lifesavers.
No, I'm pretty sure that's it's the official quote. I will title this
well.
video
All right, sure, we'll do that.
Bloodborne, guns are lifesavers. I would
Okay.
either get demonetized and delisted by YouTube or a significant amount of views. It's one of the two.
Cool. And I actually have 2.
Now that card doesn't go away.
Oh, I'm thinking about flipping my
Unless
board.
you transform the weapon.
That's what I'm deciding. I'm just trying to figure out, because if I do that, but I can't stagger it in its own color. Yeah, the attacks still happen either way. So, I'll just leave it on here. That's fine. I won't flip it yet. We're good. Okay, so then I'll just attack again. I know it's gonna do a basic attack to me. I'll take that. I'll take that frenzy token. That's fine.
So now you're taking 4 damage total from the. Or no, you're taking 3 damage total. 2 from the basic plus the 1 frenzy.
2 damage, and then he'll get frenzy on him, and then frenzy will kick in until he gets rid of that. Or
Oh,
goes
you're
back
right.
to the green.
Yep.
Right.
So
And then
that,
Gascow also deals damage.
yeah, but I deal 5 damage or 4 damage to it anyway, so I'll get the blood echo on the.
Yep, more than enough to kill it, and also complete this part of the mission to reveal
Right.
card number 8.
And
Nice.
also Gascoigne's token
And
is
Gascoigne. Yep,
So we've gotten a couple things gone here.
Nice.
it was a very productive turn. So card number 8 for that mission: safety from the hunt. You approach the figure, a bruised and bloodied man. Oh, thank the heavens, you're a hunter, right? A proper one. Then please help. I'm trying to get to someplace safe. Wait out this terrible night. They've all gone mad. Do not remove the survivor token. When a hunter moves out of the space of the survivor token, they may be moved with them. Complete this mission if you end a move on the Odin Chapel tile with the token. Or complete this mission if you end a move with the token after a reset occurs.
Oh, thank the heavens!
So it looks like you have a little buddy that is tagging along with you for the
Gonna
time
tag
being.
along. And then
And-
we have this here.
And let's see what happens with Gascoigne over here. Gascoigne's blows strike down his latest foe, but he does not stop. He rears back, bringing his mighty axe down again and again, blood splattering as he chops away. Suddenly, the bells of the Grand Cathedral, far across the Great Bridge, begin to chime. Gascoigne stops, drawn by their sound.
More beasts, can you smell them? So many this night. So many left to kill.
With this, he silently turns and departs.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh, I love it. Remove Father Gascoigne from the map. Bye.
Yep.
I was hoping he'd
No
rip
idea
the
what
heads off of a few of the other ones. No, he's
Yeah.
just trouncing off like a hound dog.
When a hunter ends a move on the Great Bridge after collecting at least 2 insights, reveal card number 3.
So how do I collect insight?
Insight is gained by completing secondary missions.
Okay,
So,
so like
you're 1 step away from completing this one, and then one of
Fantastic.
the others that happens to be here. But alright, it is still your turn, even though Gascoigne was like, well, you got this, bye.
let's just move, honestly. Like let's just
This old man wants to get to Odin Chapel.
yeah, we're just gonna move here. Let's just this could be Odin's chapel right here.
you're like, come with me. I know the way.
Wrong way.
This is a courtyard. This is still the way. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna get attacked either way by another church. Oh, I moved my dude, and I shouldn't have. Oh man.
Wow, you guys found Church Giant Alleyway, apparently.
This is insane. One on
I love
one on every single side.
A Church Giant on every street.
I'm not convinced other enemies exist yet.
Just
I
like
mean,
you're
on the plus
standing,
side,
you're standing next to that lantern, and all you hear on every alley is just echoing bells, and you think it's one bell echoing down the corridors, and it's not. It's just shadowless church giants floating on every single street corner.
I gotta say, on the benefit at least, these enemies are particularly susceptible to both your guys' weapons.
That's true.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. I can't move anymore. Yeah.
Alright, so it is going to come lumbering down to you, and let's see what it does.
Attack. I can only hope it doesn't one-shot me. Okay.
Reckless swing, basic, 4 damage, but you are suffering frenzy, so that's going to be 5 damage total. Nasty.
Wow.
Alright. We're hanging in there.
Could always be worse. But alright, that's going to be the end of the round, isn't it? Because, yes, Stephanie started this.
No.
No. No.
Stephanie,
Oh
did
no,
not.
I'm sorry. This was correct. This was a new round.
Yeah.
You putting another marker down on that thing? Stop this. What is that thing?
This mission says that it is completed if a hunter ends a move after the next reset. So I was just putting that down as a little reminder
I don't
because
trust you.
of
I
TTS
know.
editing and whatnot.
I don't trust you.
Okay.
I don't know what I've done to earn that mistrust.
You designed this game.
That can't be held against me in any reputable court.
I'm pretty sure it's legally binding. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd be willing to bet at least a little bit that it is.
I can't be held responsible for my actions. I thought that we'd made this clear.
So I think I'm gonna get rid of a basic so I can move into that area.
Yeah.
Or
Go for it.
if I say I want to wait for them, that's just going to be one space, correct?
You could run past them and they would follow you, but I don't know if it
That is
helps.
an option.
Probably
Is
doesn't
just
help.
entirely run. Just spend all of it to run.
You know, you could honestly run, and if you went here, we'd have to move our boards down. Like, we are kind of looking for that chapel for several reasons. We have like our little side quest, and then there's another side quest that
Mm-hmm.
happens at the chapel, or an
Yeah,
occupied.
we're already almost halfway on our track here.
Yeah, because we definitely need to get some of these so we can get that hunt mission going here.
All right, let's do that then. We will.
It feels bad running past them, but at the same time, like we've gotten really unlucky that it's only big church guys, which are just slow and annoying. Yeah.
And then I would have to get rid of another one. Let's do that. To go in here.
Yes, and they're Michael's just gonna shift everything up.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
I am not sure how I did that.
That looks really weird.
You pressed your number pad. You organized everything.
I did. Well, that's no good. All right, so we had our first move here, and then the second one. Once she ended her movement right here, these enemies will pursue one space, just moving right here after that second move is completed.
Yep.
Okay.
And now, just move in there. It's gonna be the chapel. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
All right.
All right, let's see what we got.
I-
Hey, it is
oh,
Odin
you go.
Chapel.
Chapel.
you go.
I speak and it becomes true. That's fine.
I knew you were going the wrong way.
I knew.
Oh,
it. It's okay.
enemies' attacks suffer -1 speed while on this tile. You want to kill everyone in this tile. Potentially, maybe it could be bad. It could be bad.
And
But
you're
that
in.
is at least.
You're
It seems
in
possible.
space too.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, and that's actually going to trigger another reveal from a
Yeah.
insight mission. End a move on the Odin Chapel tile. Reveal card 14. Eileen the Crow. What? Oh, a hunter? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. I'm Eileen, a fellow hunter of sorts. You've seen the madness that has gripped out those out this night, haven't you? They cannot be saved, so that leaves just the one option. And the reason why I'm here. But you still seem to have your wits about. Why don't you show me what you can do? Place Hunter +2 insight tokens on this card. While on the Odin Chapel tile, hunters may discard their held blood echoes. For each one discarded, remove 1 token from this card. Complete this mission when this card has no remaining tokens to reveal card 15. So Eileen now wants you to... What's all these hunters you're finding that just want, to prove yourself and everything?
Okay.
They don't
But
believe us.
we each have a blood echo right now,
Yeah.
so we just need 2 more combined. Okay.
I mean,
And noting that you can discard them at any point during your turn. So even though you have no cards left here, Stephanie, you could spend, not even spend an action, just discard that one you're holding to start that mission along.
yeah,
See,
I will do
this-
that.
This is sort of frustrating for me because, like, if I'm playing the campaign and I want to get 3 chapters in and continue the story, this first scenario, all these hunters are like stealing my experience. Like,
There's a lot of-
genuinely, because like I want to trade those things in for better decks, better cards, buff myself up, and here's
Yeah.
this girl that's like in this chapel that's just like, hey, bring me your abilities, bring me all of your skill.
Yeah.
True.
You
And
kinda
also noting
can't
here-
just say no, you know?
No, you got to do it.
Have to
Oh,
do
you
it.
you could
Yep.
absolutely say no on that one. There's plenty of other inside missions to do. Now,
Yeah,
Gascoigne,
that's
he
true.
just kills steals, but that's him. But all right,
Yeah,
so
which
those guys also
I feel like
pursued a
he's
little bit.
I feel like he's a talented hunter because all he's done is followed people around and like slit the throats of the people they already hurt.
Yeah, they take him down and then he just takes them out.
Maybe
These
that's
other-
something
these
to
other
learn.
Hunters are not team players. They're scumbags. And I'm willing to say it here and now.
One small question I have here: enemy attacks suffer a speed while they're here. Does that mean if I have a slow attack against the church dude's slow attack, his slow attack is slower than my slow attack?
It absolutely does.
It's a new class of
Slow.
slow attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just
Which
making
actually means
sure
that you can, in fact, stagger his attacks if you are going slow with a stagger.
fantastic. Okay. And did we move our token along over here?
So this was the end of Stephanie's turn. So
Yep,
she just
And
heard
I
that
got
blood
rid of
echo.
my token. Look
These
at
enemies
my
will
blood
activate
echo.
one more time and pursue down here into the chapel.
Yep.
Odin's
Right
wrath
into
will
that
shine
trap.
upon them.
Well, that's actually a perfect place for them to be.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and yes, now we are going to advance the track by 1. New round.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so I'm gonna, if it's okay with you, Stephanie, I'm gonna go first because in my mind here, we're gonna spend our blood echo anyway, right?
Yeah.
So if I die, it doesn't matter at this point. Like I go
I
back,
mean, you'll lose your blood echo if you die.
but if I'm in Odin's chapel before I die, I can spend the blood echo for the mission that we want to spend it on anyway. Yes.
Correct. You
That's
could just,
true.
spend your turn and just dart yourself all the way down there with that survivor.
Yes, and that is my plan. I need 6 movement. 1, 2, 3.
You need.
It's a very heroic sacrifice.
Well, it gets a survivor down there, which gets us an insight, which we need. And then I can start that, because I need to go back anyway to the Hunter's Dream to, like, heal and get rid of Frenzy anyway.
Makes sense to me.
So I'm two birds, one stone kind of thing here. If I just spend all 3 of my cards here...
You hear like the doors to Odin's chapel like open up, and the bells that have been ringing with these giant beasts that have been like towering and walking through are silenced for a moment, and then you just start dashing through the streets, carrying the old man with you. He can't run very fast.
So, does this guy follow since I'm out of his space now?
He does
Like-
follow when you leave the tile, so he'll end
Yeah.
up right there. Yes.
But he wouldn't follow again since I'm not in that same tile anymore?
Correct.
Okay. And then, so the question is, do you want them in your space, Stephanie? Because they won't attack you, they'll only attack me.
And you get a chance to pummel them yourself.
Like,
Yeah.
do you want them in your space right now?
That's fine because I'm just gonna start trying to kill them.
Fantastic.
On my turn. So
It saves
Yeah.
you a movement there.
She's
then.
gonna murder them.
yeah,
I somehow stuck that. Okay, there we go.
He really
All right.
doesn't want to leave you, okay?
Yeah, I know. All right, so these guys will follow in here.
Alright, so you will complete that inside mission
Yep.
by ending a move in Odin Chapel while you have the token. So this will go away, and then card number 9 is revealed for that.
nicely done.
Safety from the hunt. Distribute 1 consumable and the hand lantern reward amongst the hunters. Aye, this place should do, and none too soon, my friend. I've experienced many a hunt, but this one, something ain't right, I tell ya. And this one won't end well. Not this time. Here, take this with my thanks. So he is going to give you, so these are rewards that you can distribute amongst the group, a random consumable, and the hand lantern reward. So reward cards are essentially like consumable items, except for that they are not discarded when they're used, and they are refreshed when you go back to the Hunter's Dream.
Okay. Cool. And do we still get an insight for finishing that?
Yes, so that white card right there, this is an insight card. You will actually keep this for the rest of the campaign, and other cards might reference this in some capacity. Like, they might
Nice.
say, like, oh, you have safety from the hunt, so something happens.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So we got hand lanterns, teleport. Oh, looking at the consumable. Oh my gosh,
Consumables?
Because
Yeah.
this is a bubbles.
we get. honestly, are you feeling the hand lantern? I'm feeling it, but also like that's a really cool card that you might also like.
Mhm.
You know, I don't have a consumable. You already have a consumable.
Right.
So if you take the second one and I get the cooler, like more permanent.
I think he's saying he wants
I see
the.
what you're trying. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do. See, I was like, you could have a consumable, and I could just take the lantern. No, I'll take the other consumable, and you could take the lantern. That sounds fine.
The plus side is I can teleport up here when we have 2 insight, which we should, because there's enough enemies to kill in there to get the XP to finish that too.
Yeah.
So I'll take the hand lantern, and then I'll spend the blood echo to we'll just remove a token before I die horrifically, which I'm going to die horrifically right now.
Oh, you'll be fine.
But
There you can actually.
I guess so. Theoretically, I
You're
guess
gonna say that he could immediately teleport.
He
I was
could
gonna say
actually
that, yeah.
immediately teleport.
You could.
but I really do need to reset stuff though.
Yeah.
Like I think we're doing okay on the track here, are we? Because yeah, I think.
I mean, there's nothing negative. He already isn't going to be able to upgrade, and there's no difference then between passing a turn.
yeah.
This actually is a very important moment here, because if he decides he's going to go to the dream now, look what's going to happen to the board.
Oh, you're right.
Ooh, because stuff.
And that is before she gets to act.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I don't know what it means, but it is a big thing.
Monsters that are on the board disappear and they reset to their original spaces. Is that
correct?
Yep.
So then they will be in the chapel too.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, because we need to try to kill them in that area.
Okay, so let me do this then. So I do this, and this will just like exhaust and then come back.
You can flip it.
The lantern thing. Oh,
Yep.
flip.
And then when you go to the dream, it will refresh just like your firearm.
Let me zap myself here then. There's no enemies, and 2 consumables will appear for next turn.
That's right.
No, I don't like this whole planning thing. We talked about this.
All right. Who should I go after first?
They're both extremely slow, but let's see. After dodging,
I'm so excited to watch them play well, because I would be messing all of this up.
You have full health. You have the dodges. Like
I know that I have my my one that I upgraded too.
So here's the exciting thing, Cadis. I think you'll enjoy this concept too. And Michael, I'm going to get you to agree to it right now. The next game we have, the last game we have in this series, is going to be with the core Quackalope crew. So Sarah Shaw from Board Games in a Minute, Alexander Radcliffe from Board Game Co., and Jan Bigas, my co-host. I vote you give them you don't hold their hand a bit. Like not even under your breath suggestions.
That is an entire discredit to our 2 that we have here, saying that they would be doing just as good right now without me doing anything.
No, because here's what I want to display. Now you have been a little bit helpful, like pointing out the teleport, because you did like under your breath, and then I pointed it out. I want to see. I think both teams so far have done really well. I want to see the dysfunction in my own crew as they try to work together as a team, because my theory is without anyone else's insight, they're going to be a bad team.
Well, as we stated during the last playthrough, I mean, the real enemies are the friends you made along the way, so we can put that to the test.
Dang.
As far as I'm trying to see whether you could kill both of these guys in the same turn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out and see if that's a possibility.
I mean, she definitely has the damage for it. She has a cannon and just all sorts of nasty stuff.
And she moves quicker as well.
And the cannon doesn't do any. Oh, that's such a. Ooh.
No, she's gonna brutalize him.
Yeah, because I was like, I have my cannon and my consumables here.
Which would draw you a card. Enemy's attack loses all effects.
And you're moving faster. So you have a faster than fast. You have a super fast. And you have a faster than slow.
Yeah.
You have 2 faster than slows.
Good. I mean, everything that they're doing, all the hunter mob, everything's going to be slow, and the church giants essentially non-existent.
Slower than slow. Yeah.
Well, I
Ooh,
mean,
so-
I should probably try for the church giant first, right? And try to hit him with deadly thrust.
Yeah, so if you hit the church giant with...
So I could do a dodge for that, which is 3, and then after dodging, I would deal an extra 2.
Yeah, so if you do your basic in there, right, that'll do 4 because they have 6 health,
Mm-hmm.
and then dodge the heavy attack, and that'll kill it.
Right, at a slash.
Yeah, just in one of the categories.
I don't know how I keep turning the cards, but I do.
Just Q and E, and then you could use your cannon to deal 3. The question is going to be you're going to have to take a hit on the
Yeah,
mob, I think.
yeah.
If you want to use your antidote, you could draw a card and get an extra card in there and see if that gives you a +1 basic, to
Let's try it. Let's do it. So I'll get. Where's my antidote go? Just go
It's
back
just
and
discarded over here to the
Yeah.
consumables discard.
just
Okay.
grab a card, see
You
get-
shove that fresh penicillin right in your mouth, and
Oh, and
Another-
there's another draw card.
that's how penicillin works, right? You just find some on the ground and you eat it.
That's not-
No, that sounds right.
Let me know how that works out.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
All right, so
Okay,
sorry, we
so-
had a 4 damage deadly thrust going up against
Yep,
the church
4
giant.
damage
Let's see what
deadly
it's going to
thrust
do.
against the church giant.
It's using its basic attack, so 4
Good.
damage at slower than slow at this point.
Right. So I could also
And if you-
dodge.
If you wanted to dodge, you just do another damage as well.
So
I
here's
don't see-
here's another thought. This will be just take a touch more actions, but if you look at the church giant's basic attack here, if dodged, the hunter's attack deals an extra damage.
Yep.
So now it's going to deal 5 damage. So he
Plus
needs
the 2 from her dodge card ability.
So the thing is, if she doesn't use that dodge card 2 ability, she could dodge in just one of the other spots with her regular dodge. Then she could attack and draw a card. And maybe I'm trying.
I still have my cannon too.
That's true.
Ooh, no, this all works out. Because then, yeah. Because if walk me through, I'm gonna walk through the math here because I've been. So
You're
4
doing real good.
So
Hate math, so I'm very entertained.
it'll be 5 damage with this dodge here. You put it in either of these slots and it gets removed immediately.
Right.
Okay. Now the church giant just needs 1 damage left. Just throw a basic attack to draw a card in this quick cut because it'll kill it guaranteed no matter what. That draws you another card. Okay. Then you can use the cannon and your better dodge, and that'll kill the hunter mob without you taking any hits. And you have another ability, another card to use to move to react to whatever's happening.
How do you feel
So
about
here you
that?
can, like,
I've
you can,
I've never
picture,
been
like
I've never been good at addition, but the math checks out. Oh,
just
also
picture the scene from like Sherlock, Sherlock
Yeah!
Holmes, where
That's exactly what I feel like. Just a brilliant mind
I just-
moment.
I'm
If-
trying. This game definitely has that min max. How can I?
I
Maximize.
gotta be honest. I was completely lost for all of that. But don't worry, I've got +1 intelligence beard balm, and I'm willing to go ahead and use that just to make sure that I can understand. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that while you guys continue with this game.
Okay, so I'm doing that, and then you're saying do the basic dodge
basic
to
dodge.
the spot in the
It doesn't
slash.
matter
I'll do
where
it in the
it goes.
slash.
Smells like
And then-
coffee and chocolate.
Yep.
Clear
That'll
that.
be right. Now, we drew the basic attack, so that'll deal 5 damage to the church giant. Okay.
Right,
Total
and then-
when we're done.
boom.
What is my skill again? When I dodge, I deal 1 to all enemies within 1 space.
That is actually on your heavier one. That just shows what the ability is of your other transformed weapon on the bottom.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
That's what it is. It gives you a quick look. So now at this point, you can use your basic in your quick ability here
hmm
to just deal the 1 damage, draw that card.
And these poor church giants, they're just sitting there like not even doing anything. You guys are just like, I'm gonna hit them in the knees until they die. All right,
Yep.
so you're doing a quick cut for 1 damage. It is attempting to do a basic, but getting killed far before it gets a chance to do that.
I'm
Yeah,
starting to actually feel a little bad for these church giants.
Yep.
Like,
So
they
now,
haven't really done anything to anyone.
Yeah.
That's going
and
to kill
you
it.
have Blood Echo,
Get a blood echo.
and now you can pop in. So now use the cannon. Flip your cannon.
Mhm.
Okay. So that'll trigger an attack on the hunter mob.
Let's see what it does.
We'll try to attack.
So it's
Special.
going to use special, which is
So that's
and
slow.
you can dodge.
and she can dodge because this bot is quicker than that one. So
Correct.
it's there in the chapel. Now, combined, that'll deal the 4 damage it needs 5. Really, it's overkill by 1. So yeah, and that'll give that, and now we can cash in those 2 blood
two
echoes.
blood echoes. Yep.
So just the pointy end of your staff straight through the inky black heart of the infected townsfolk.
Yeah. And
Inky.
then we can react. You still have a card to move to do whatever you need to with.
Well, let's see what happens when we complete this mission. Reveal card number
Okay.
15.
I feel like I'm doing so good, but it's not me. It's all you.
Oh, you're
It's all your
doing
math.
just fine.
Proven Hunter. Distribute 2 consumables and the Messenger's Gift reward amongst the hunters. Quite
Fantastic.
impressive. Perhaps you have what it takes to survive this hunt after all. Here, a gift for the Proven Hunter. Good luck out there. 2 consumables and the Messenger's Gift reward.
I like that you can math it all out like that. I'm gonna be honest, when I'm playing this game, I will not math it all out like that.
I don't mean to be like. I don't want to come across as quarterbacking that moment there.
Nah,
I
I
see
like it.
that particular.
No, I mean I was not gonna do the math.
No. Me neither. I was like,
I got a cannon, I'm going to
we'll
shoot
figure
this
it
thing.
out.
Yeah, I was impressed watching it, but I was just gonna guess what felt right and move forward blindly.
Well, and doing it like that has the benefit of she doesn't need to go to the hunter's dream now since she has full health still.
Mhm.
So it
All right.
really does that.
I've
Okay.
got a cold blood dew.
Which is a
Gain a
blood echo.
Yeah, we got a bone marrow ash, always useful to have on hand.
Which
And we
will
got-
probably be good for you.
The messenger's gifts, hunter's turn. Non-boss enemies are not activated after your turn. Used to envelop oneself in a black mist, then transform temporarily into a messenger.
So why don't you for
Should
sure?
be these little skull things here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, take the messenger's gift there, Stephanie. I took the last one. That was a super cool thing. That's like a nobody attacks me because I'm cool. You know. Also, in Bloodborne, the messengers, you can find outfits for them, and it's so hilarious. You can give them top hats and all sorts of glorious things. So I just want to say that they're amazing.
Or little red ribbons.
I'll take whatever you don't want from these, honestly. I mean,
Go ahead.
maybe this is more useful for me because I could teleport an extra time, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because you have that to
Yeah.
use again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could take this one.
And also noting that you guys just collected your 2nd insight, so you guys can push the next part of the hunt mission going.
Which is perfection.
When a hunter ends a move on the Great Bridge after collecting at least 2 insights.
Nice.
Yep. We're flying here.
Yeah, you guys are doing great. That is going to be... sorry, that is not the end of the round. Stephanie still has a card to use if she so wants.
You're gonna reset here soon. So Stephanie, keep this in mind. After the end of your turn, everything's respawning.
So do you want to try to hop into one of these other places and see if we can find this
I think you already have the Great Bridge, isn't it over here?
I know that. So the issue is you can't get to the
Because you don't need. I'd warn you against being distracted by too many extra side missions once you already have what you need for your insights.
So I think the way it works, you could actually just move up here, kind of towards the Great Bridge a bit. And because this guy won't spawn until after we're done with our hunt phases, he won't attack.
Is that how that works?
Yes, it should be because
I was asking spawning, so it'll be their
He said
turn.
yes.
So it won't.
So is that correct?
Is that correct, Michael?
I'm sorry, you're going to have to explain.
So if she's standing in a zone where the bell giant spawns, will he attack or will she get another activation?
What will happen is she will have her turn, the enemies will activate, and then the round will end.
Okay.
Which will trigger all those things.
Yeah, so just if you pop up here with your move, that gets you closer to the bridge since you can't teleport.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'm going to just go grab a couple things over here, and then I'm going to bounce and heal myself because I am just on death's door.
All right, so now that is going to be the round. We will advance the hunt track by 1, and that is going to trigger a reset. All these lovely church giants have, made their home here. And
it's like Majora's Mask. Just that when the bell tolls, the world starts back at 0.
Yep.
Dong,
yes, it is.
I will say on this simulator, every time I look at these minis, they look so cool.
And this is just art from the game. Really a lot of it's fantastic, and the minis for this game look fantastic. So, yeah.
All right, we are back to a new round.
Oh, I don't know why I shuffled that. No idea why I shuffled that, but
So, Cadis, you might be able to trigger the next chapter to find out what's happening before you resolve yourself to going back to the Hunter's Dream, because there's no point for you to go back because you don't have any blood echoes right now, so it doesn't help you to go back early.
It's the health I'm missing right now.
But you could collect stuff and then teleport over here and trigger that before potentially. Like I just
see, because I could move.
That's all I'm trying to figure out.
I'd rather trigger it next turn. I want to keep my extra charge on the teleporting.
That'll refresh when you go back, no matter what.
But not the bone marrow ash. That's a
one. You've already used your teleport.
Already used the teleport to
get
out from death. So I don't know how long each campaign is, but I feel like we're kind of ahead of the curve. I'm in my mind, I know where it's going. If it's following anything like Bloodborne does.
Oh yeah?
Based on it being Gascon. Anyway, not to spoil any. So I think I'm just gonna.
I don't have any additional insight, so I think it's cool that you kind of know the story.
If I can go first, my turn's gonna be really quick.
Yeah.
You've got more excitement. I really can't help you with those without dying horrifically. So I'm just gonna move.
Yeah.
And then it's a card to
take this
to grab both of these.
Yep.
Consumables. Oh, bolt paper. There we go. That's
the bolt paper. Ooh, that bolt paper's nice.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So I'll snag these. And then I'm just going to go to the Hunter's Dream. That'll advance our timeline once. But it definitely lets me reset here just slightly, which I like. And you take your turn, because I'm just going to be over here, refreshing my player board here.
Okay, so all my slots are full.
So you have to spend a card to flip this over.
Okay.
And yeah, and everything else discards off of it.
Okay.
Do I want white?
You don't have the speed advantage anymore, sadly.
No, but you generically have the speed advantage because
you are faster than that big the big bellboy.
Yep.
So it's either I could dodge because then it also deals 1 extra damage if I do that in a play.
What have we got out already? Ooh, so he's going to he's gonna special and a stagger will not stop him.
Right.
Or
but I
can
do
nothing.
And a what?
Or he's gonna lumber and just stand there and take the hit and do nothing.
Well, if he does try. If I do use a stagger, I don't want to do that. I'd rather use the basic dodge on a flay right here. Right?
If you use the dodge, you don't get to use it as a dodge.
I would keep the dodge because the stagger doesn't matter. The dodge and the stagger are giving you the same amount of damage you're going to deal to him. Because the dodge bonus damage won't come into effect unless you play that card as a dodge.
Okay.
Makes sense. So yeah, so let's reveal that attack from Big Boy up there.
All right. He
Oh,
is
special.
going to use his ability.
Just
Yes.
Stand there.
Do nothing.
So you just madly poke into the robes and
Man, so these guys have just like been minding their own business, not even attacking you, and you've just been kneecapping everyone you come across.
you're still stabbing them with your staff. Now, if you wait, you can save your dodge as a response to his attack.
Right.
Is that correct?
We know what his attack's going to be, but also the yellow hunter mob's going to move in there as well.
Yeah, that's
Hunter
going to
Mob is
happen.
actually going to activate first, because they will activate in order as they are on the hunt board. So Hunter Mobs, male beast patients who have chosen just not to appear this game,
And both
and
of
then
them
Church Giants.
both of them are going to attack no matter what.
But
Unless
it's definitely...
she uses that messenger's gift.
Ooh.
But yes.
Yeah, the
Oh.
messenger's gift would be a... Yeah. No, that's a
I
solid...
probably should do the messenger's gift is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, why don't you messenger gift and yeah, you can just move here into the central lamp and messenger gift. And I think I just found that token from earlier. It was in the table.
You're saying move here because then they'll
Yeah, just
start.
move here because this guy's gonna move here, but the hunter mob is gonna follow you, and you can decide whether to use that or not, whether the messenger, or you just want to take the 2 damage the hunter mob is going to do to you. Because this guy will move there, and this guy will move here.
Correct.
Well, when they activate, they'd still both move into her spot.
Will this guy move?
He will. All enemies within 1 tile will activate. So actually, all 4 of those Church Giants are currently going to activate.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So then that's...
Unless she triggers messenger gift, that would be her call.
Yeah, just trigger messenger gift there. That'll stop a lot of serious damage from happening and keep the big church dudes away from Yeah. Nope. I like that. Yep.
I just flip it, right?
Yep. You just flip it over, and then that'll be it.
The round we took up by 1, and it is back to you guys. Still plenty of time, guys. Don't worry about it.
I don't believe that.
I think you're running out of time.
I see. I'm more apt to say it. I'll draw 3 cards here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not super sold on that, but that's fine. All right, and I'm just gonna appear here, I think. So we're both ready to get on the Great Bridge. Either one of us can just go in there. Do you want to move on to the bridge? Do you want to go first this time, Stephanie? Just hop on the bridge, see what happens, you know?
Sure. Let's do that.
Are you wanting to take on the hunter mob first? I don't know if you have a good way of killing it. It has 4 health.
Not particularly. Let's see.
I mean, theoretically, you could kill it, but it means you're going to move and be out of cards. So, yeah.
Yeah, let me move.
Yep. Why don't you just move?
Let's see. This one's... We're going to do this one.
Yep. And just move 1 space in there and see what happens. That'll trigger our next reveal card 3.
All right. We are revealing card number 3. On the hunt. Corpses litter the bridge, massacred, the wounds upon them evident of a hunter axe. These bodies do not bear the signs of the plague, but appear to have been cut down while fleeing. Suddenly you hear a loud crash. From across the Great Bridge, a large boulder comes rolling. Reveal card number 4. Surround the Great Bridge tile with fog gates. spawn 1 hunter mob and 1 huntsman's minion on the Great Bridge purple space instead of the usual enemy. They respawn to that space on reset. Complete the hunt at the end of a round if no enemies remain on the Great Bridge tile. So, by completing this step of this hunt mission, you guys will win this chapter. Let's go down the setup in order here, though. Reveal card number 4. When this card is revealed, and each time ability is flipped by the Huntsman's minion, all hunters on the Great Bridge must dodge at slow or suffer 3 damage. So, giant flaming boulder, you need to throw down a dodge card right now, or you'll suffer 3 damage.
She has.
Yep. Good thing I saved.
Place-
Doesn't matter. Do I discard it, you said?
You must dodge, so that means that card needs to go into a slot.
Yep. But then it'll get discarded out of the slot immediately, too. But yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Place 1 insight token on this card. If 3+ tokens, place 1 additional token, which there isn't. When the hunter mob would be slain, instead remove 1 token and heal all damage from it. Tokens are returned on reset. So, you guys have...
Hunter basically has... It's basically like a giant swell of 3 or 4 hunters.
So that miniature in the game is actually a set of 3 miniatures on a base. Just Tabletop Simulator is a little complicated on making that.
Nice.
So, the Great Bridge is surrounded in fog gates. What this means is that when fog gates surround a tile, it's essentially isolating that tile from all other areas of the map. All enemies that were there are despawned off of it, aside from the ones that are spawned by the scenario. Hunters cannot exit this tile for any reason aside from going to the dream, and enemies cannot enter that tile. So you can go in, but you can't leave.
Fantastic.
So this
Okay.
also says to spawn 1 huntsman's minion on the Great Bridge. Now, as you see, that is not one of the enemies we're using, so we're going to will that into existence via the magic of Tabletop Simulator.
Ooh. Yep.
Good day, big boy carrying a brick.
Yep.
That is a lovely brick you have there.
And let's go ahead and just whip its card out into existence here as well. This does happen every so often with the game. It will tell you to spawn a specific enemy or even a specific named enemy or whatnot that you might not even know what it is until it comes up. As you see, this is all handled by the campaign deck. Ooh, tiny card. There we go.
Okay. All right.
And so, boom, we have a Huntsman's minion now. So, complete the hunt at the end of the round if no enemies remain on the Great Bridge tile. So that beefed up Hunter mob with the extra HP needs to be slain, and then this Huntsman's minion also needs to be slain. That's all that's standing between you guys and winning this chapter.
Stephanie, that's it. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, the way you guys have been barreling through stuff, I have full confidence that this is going to be a pushover for you.
And the Huntsman just has just 5 health. Fantastic.
5 health? Alright.
Nothing.
Right, Stephanie, you still have 1 card left, and it's still your turn.
Listen,
Yeah.
Stephanie, I have the best advice I could give you.
She also has
Poke
one
him with a pointy end.
she wanted to move more. Yes.
I what?
She had to end a move on the tile, so to trigger all that, she would have had to end her move action.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, just pointy end. Get him.
Yes. Yeah, so what do I have here? I have basic... No, what?
Thing is, you're a space away from all of them, but you can wait for them to come towards you and
Yeah,
hit 'em
let's
up.
try that. Let's do that.
They're going to activate.
Yep.
So yes, they are going. If you're going to end your turn, they will activate in order. So we'll start with the Hunter mob. It's going to briskly walk forward here, and it's going to make an attack. So how will you respond?
attack back. Yeah.
I have the numbing mist too.
True. You could guarantee that it does nothing to you. What's the strength of this huntsman minion, though? It might
Is
be
the numbing mist loses all effects? Does that change that it does damage?
It still does damage. It just loses any keywords. So, for
Oh.
example, the Hunter mob,
stagger
its
and
special
stun.
would lose like stagger and stun. Yes.
Considering we know that it's going to be the special attack that it does.
Yeah, probably should use that.
Yeah, it's probably
might
not a
be
bad call.
solid
It's a
there.
good idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Right.
flip over this completely random card that is in no way guaranteed to be a special. It's a special. All right, so I'm sorry. Did you use a +1 damage flay or the stagger flay? I wasn't
Use
paying
the
attention.
+1 damage.
All right. So medium, it's dealing you 2 damage with no effect, and you're dealing it 3 damage with no effect.
Yep.
Hey, I'll take 2 for 3 any day of the week.
All right.
Except
And
Thursday.
now this huntsman's minion is activating and walking his way over here.
I don't negotiate on Thursdays.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, you have no cards left to respond here with.
I
so
don't.
It's just going to be whatever this attack is going to be. So it is going to be a special, a brick swipe, which is actually less damage than its normal attack. So that
But it
actually
goes
worked out pretty
faster.
well. It is faster, but there's no attack to counter here. So you're just taking 2
Yep.
damage, brick to the head. It's fine. You're fine.
You're good.
And there was 2 damage from the previous hunter mob attack as well. So
So you should-
That is what my dad always used to tell me. He used to say, brick to the head.
There you go. I got you covered.
Cool.
All right.
okay.
Now it's my turn. I'm trying to think. I wonder.
You gonna move in there and just slaughter them all?
That'd be the plan, actually. You know. I'm
What
just
if
trying-
we try making them all dead?
I have Cadis is like, I have this theory. I have call me crazy. But what if they didn't exist anymore?
I'm gonna move, and
I'm going to go and totally unalive those guys.
I'm gonna get rid of my dodge. I think
Okay.
best call here.
Hi, friends.
So theoretically, this hunter mob.
You could now, Cadis, you could not have to spend that card if you used your teleport to go in there, and you're going there anyway.
There's not a lantern on this space.
Does it have to? Oh, it is a lantern space.
Lantern.
Darn it.
Okay, so I've spent a card. So now I'm going to. All right, let's just do this now. I'm going to use a throwing knife to deal the 1 damage to get rid of the first life of the bridge guards there.
So just straight over Stephanie's shoulder, just a spinning blade straight into the eye.
I'm just going to get rid of that. So now they just have 4 health.
I don't know. That feels like cheating. Like, again, this whole using strategy thing. I'm not approving of this.
Feels like cheating.
It does. Math.
This is like
I'm pretty sure they don't allow you to bring math into like gambling houses when you're playing blackjack and stuff. Why would we allow it in board games?
yeah, math is just legal cheating.
True.
Be staggered. Oh, that's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna use my overhead slam on the mob.
Okay. Seems effective. You're gonna get your draw out for that, and you're gonna potentially bring down a giant sword onto the back of a brick wielding hunchback.
We're looking for a basic attack here.
We have an ability from the hunter mob. I'm sorry, you said the huntsman's minion or the hunter mob?
The hunter mob. Hunter mob.
Okay.
I think the.
So
I
it
think
is-
the-
Is flipping another card at +1 speed and damage.
That's fine.
Basic.
that is-
So fast.
It just
fast,
does
3
3
damage.
I'll take 3 damage all day because that kills it.
And it is cut down. That is going to be a blood echo for you.
So wait, why did the knife not kill it?
The knife, so it had 2 lives because normally it would be a different miniature. There-
Oh! I see what you're saying. Yep.
Well, so here it's basically a beefed up hunter mob.
I
with special rules.
forgot it was a group of like 12.
Yep. Okay, so now we just have to defeat this huntsman minion here. So I'm going to use just a combo slash
Do you
on
hear?
it.
Do you hear the words he uses when he talks about your game? Now we just have to. This is all we have to do.
2
I
damage.
mean,
Hey,
I'll draw
Whoa.
Ooh, fantastic. Yep, draw another card here. 2 damage on the huntsman minion there. All right,
let's see what he
is-
does.
Yep, let's see.
Basic.
Yes.
3 damage. It's slow.
3 damage. I'm gonna just stagger that enemy there.
Boom, pistoled.
Dang.
Yep, we'll just do that. That'll do 2 damage to the huntsman minion out of his total of
5.
And also, I will flip my board because I used my combo slash.
nice.
All right. Ooh, fantastic. I'm going to just spend this blood echo to flip my pistol.
A special trait of the Evelyn firearm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
See. And it's stagger on... How many specials do we have? We've had one special. That's fine. Cool. I'll, because it already has 2 damage, so I'll just do a stagger. A slash on it.
Staggering slash and medium, and it is going to attempt to use its special, which is a fast brick swipe for 2 damage.
Ooh.
So you're trying to stagger it, and it says not so fast, and slams you for 2 damage at fast and staggers your attack, preventing yours.
Oh, hold on. So it's special. Oh, but I can use the pistol
No, can you?
to automatically stagger.
It's
Your pistol
only
that says when enemy makes a basic attack.
basic.
Oh.
So like you feel the edge of a brick just get in under your ribs.
Oh, that's
completely knocked out.
Oh, did I not? I have bolt paper. I've been meaning to use bolt paper.
Technically, you would have had to use that on your attack.
I know. I'm just thinking about, because I don't know if it would have happened simultaneously. Would the staggers cancel out in that case then?
Stagger is only effective against slower attacks, so in this situation, had you used your bolt paper, then it would have prevented its stagger, but your own wouldn't have affected it.
Okay. We're fine. Alright, I'll take 2 damage. That's fine.
It's
2 damage in
fine.
that attack doesn't do anything.
We're okay, kind of.
I could have killed it if I had used that bolt paper. That makes me sad. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's okay. Can't do everything here. So, and I will use the bolt paper to make that a fast... Actually, do I need to? No, I don't have to use my bolt paper. Okay, I'm just going to stagger it here. Another slash.
So 2 damage and medium. We know what this is going to be. It's going to be a basic attack. You will deal 2 damage and stagger it.
Yep. Cool.
So, total of 1 damage left.
One small misplay with the bolt paper will cost us a round, but it doesn't go into a red area and respawn.
Stephanie,
So-
go quick and stab it through the heart
All right, so
before Cadus has a chance to do anything.
your turn is done.
Why I'm taking those? Goodness gracious.
Your turn is done. It is going to be the enemy activation. That brick troll is going to attack you.
That's fine.
Let's see what it does. It is going to use a basic attack, so a 3 damage
I
overhead
will
slam.
stagger it with my pistol. Be gone.
Okay. I would actually like to point out there, you almost lost that entire encounter there, had that not been a basic attack.
I know. It's that bolt paper.
Razor's
right?
Edge is all I'm saying.
Wait,
Bolt
why
paper
would have you lost the entire encounter?
died? We would have advanced one.
Okay.
Would have advanced one naturally, and everything would have reset. So all of the damage would have just vanished, and the 2 mobs would have come
Ooh.
back full health.
Ooh.
But I pulled
You
through.
did
here.
it.
We're all right. I didn't retcon that bolt paper, and that's good. We're okay. And we're back
Razor's
on
Edge right there.
our turn.
Okay.
Yes.
And yes, it is back to your guys' turn.
Stephanie,
So
quick,
I-
act.
Okay.
I can do a slash.
Kill him.
There.
Awesome.
Stephanie
That's
runs in
good.
with the quick slash right there, and let's see what the brick troll is doing. Sorry, Huntsman's minion. We have to go by the official names.
Yep.
It is doing a basic attack, so slow at 3. Doesn't matter though, because Stephanie is killing it at fast.
Yes.
Boom, dead.
All the murder.
Technically, you guys still have actions that you can do, but the hunt will be completed at the end of this round, assuming there are no enemies on that tile. So if you guys leave for any reason right now, that is going to trigger this to advance up into red and reset everything there. So I'm just going to make the logical assumption here that you guys aren't going to do that.
Let's move on here.
Yep.
But there is
Right.
a consumable that you can walk up and just pick up before the game officially ends, which is important because all this stuff carries over into
You bring
chapter
that
2
with
and
you.
3. Yes.
I mean, Stephanie, you can go grab that consumable. That seems fair.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I will do that.
All right, and you're going to pick up a blue elixir.
Hunter turn, move 2. Nice.
That's. Oh, there it went.
And I'm assuming that you're going to also just on your turn? Just chill
Yep,
out here on the bridge?
Just done. Nothing to see here. I could spend a card to flip a board. I could
All right,
spend
so
a card to get a
the
pistol.
hunt has been completed at the end of the round, and card 5 has been revealed. Unsettling Suspicions. Distribute 2 consumables and the Carol Rune Moon reward among the hunters. Looking to the sky, you feel the rays of the blood moon casting down upon you, and even you cannot deny the bloodlust. A suspicion continues to grow in your mind, although you wish it didn't. You must locate Gazgorn. And if players want to see the continuation of this campaign, well, they'll have to do that themselves with playing through the full campaign and picking up the trail.
Nice.
He left us, and now we have to find him.
Very nice. So, humans. Cadis, clearly you're a fan of this series already. It seems like you knew a little bit of the story and a lot of what was happening. Stephanie, new to the genre.
Yes.
First impressions, final thoughts. Any questions for the maestro himself?
No, it's not as hard, I think, as I thought it was going to be, but it was definitely helpful with my team here because that math was good. But yeah, I don't think it was as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Like, it's still manageable to win, but it's going to be obviously more difficult depending on your scenario and who.
I'm just going to be honest. I would have hands down lost this scenario without the math factor.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it's really important in this game.
Yeah, it is. There's a significant amount of strategy that you can deploy here, and I think Cadis was showing that off. Cadis, what do you think?
It's fun. I played Bloodborne hundreds of hours probably at this point, and I could spoil what happens next. I won't spoil it. I think that's unfair to everyone who's going to play, but you can see where everything's leading up to, get a feel for what's happening. The game escalates, it puts you into that kind of mini boss area a couple times. I like that. And I like, you're kind of looking around. It was unfortunate we only got church giants compared to, other things. Made it more difficult, I think, than it could have been in some areas. But that's how the game works.
To be fair, those church giants didn't do a thing to you. They were kind of lumbering around.
Died horrifically, but still, they had a lot more health we were dealing with than other things.
There's actually a little minor spoiler thing that I want to mention. I don't even know how much I can consider this being spoilers, but something I would like to point out is that, so you guys, the hunt missions, the insight missions that you guys chose to do. So you guys are exiting this chapter with the proven hunter insight, the safety from the hunt insight, and unsettling suspicions, which this one is the default one for completing chapter 1.
Yep.
But very importantly, you guys have safety from the hunt and proven hunter. I will say, just with a little bit of insider knowledge from this campaign, just based on these 2 insight missions having come up, the third one you guys didn't even see. But just on these 2, there were 3 other potential outcomes across the 2 of these that could have happened during this game. All of them have branching effects that happen in chapter 2 and 3. So you guys have already set yourselves on paths that are going to have ripple effects throughout the rest of the campaign that are different had you chosen other things or taken other actions during this game. In addition to that, there's still that third insight mission that you guys didn't even come across, that I know that mission specifically, because you guys did not complete that one in this chapter, that has changed things that will happen later on in the campaign.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a reason to dive forward and then return back to the beginning and try to resolve some things slightly differently.
Yeah, for sure.
So very cool.
I think actually something I would like to do, and just for the sake of people tuning in and everything, this would definitely, I think we give a spoiler warning on this case, because what we can do is we can kind of jump in our Wayback Machine and go back to one of those divergent moments here, just to show an example of something that could have changed. So we can make like a stamp here and see if people don't want to see it, then this is
no stamp,
no return.
Just verbally, I'm going to tell you to screw off if you're going to complain about spoilers.
So let's look at the safety from
Is that
the
fair?
mission.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's perfectly fine. I mean,
Again.
Yeah.
we're giving mornings and warnings. So, as we know, you successfully led that old man to Odin Chapel here when you revealed card number 9. The other criteria for this mission had complete this mission at the end of a move. If you end a move with the token after a Blood Moon reset occurs. So let's see what would have happened if you hadn't been so on the ball about getting that old man there in time. We revealed card number 10 instead. Uncontrolled Rage. The hunter suffers 1 damage and frenzy, but gains 1 blood echo and the Carol Rune Blood Rapture reward. Discard the survivor token. A sharp pain hits you from behind. You turn just in time to parry a blade held by the man, his eyes suddenly showing madness along the gleam of the moon. Overtaken by rage, you strike him down. It seems that even hunters are not immune to his frenzy. Now, this would have led to a completely different insight reward of uncontrolled rage, instead of you guys having safety from the hunt. Later on in the campaign, these cards are going to be referenced again, and depending on which one of these happened, it's going to diverge paths and something different is going to happen in the campaign.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Very nice. I love little choose your own adventure branching storylines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
me
sure.
too.
Spiraling out of control.
And just to throw one other one out here, by impressing Eileen, that also has effects that will happen later.
Nice. Very nice. Well,
Yes.
whatever the case, thank you both for joining. Thank you, sir, for making sure that we didn't mess up every rule along the way, because I'm pretty sure it's the only way that I win games. And for the people that have watched to this point, there are either going to be another 1 or another 2 of these videos coming out showing off the Bloodborne saga and a few of these intro stories, all with a different cast of characters and a few different player counts. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and tune back in if you want to see more of this. Whatever the case, I'm going to throw to myself saying something probably about cat butts still.
Hey, if you made it to this part, I hope you enjoyed the video. I assume you have. TTS is not always the best way to show off how a game works, but I think the opportunity to play with people from all over the world and sit down with a designer himself and work our way through these systems was really, really cool. So I want to thank Simon for sponsoring this video, Sony for collaborating with them to make all of this possible. And if you made it to here, hit that subscribe button so you can stay connected with us. We do have 2 other Bloodborne videos coming out, and hopefully here soon I will have that core game in front of me in person so we can cover it here on the channel and not just on TTS. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing, get out and play some games, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.